On with this gable wall, just got that to get the roof done. Lovely. Doing it properly makes your life a lot easier. Getting the VLAX out as we speak. Right, morning guys, how we doing? Monday morning, we're over Billericay doing the Hipster gable, so let's just get straight into it, eh? First things first. We cut this end rafter and we just fixed it on to our ladder that we've already made. They're at 600, so that's nice and solid. That's supported on that gable wall now. What that means is that allows us to get this last bit of battening finished off up the side of that VLAX window, and then we can. Right guys, just had a bit of lunch. We cracked on with this gable wall, just got that plied, so we've got 12mm structural ply. That's nice and solid. We just got the other rafter on, cut the ladders back. This afternoon's task, we're going to get up here in between the two, get that felt and battened, make sure that's nice and watertight. We can get this. Right, that is us for the day guys, so just weathered up everything. We've got a little hatch that we screwed up now, so we can get in and out, no problem at all. We'll have to get the boards up, Celotex and all that sort of stuff before we put the windows in, just so we've got an opening big enough, otherwise it's going to be in trouble. We've got no way of getting them up here, so just a little bit of forward thinking sometimes. Write my shopping list for what I need for tomorrow, so I'll pick them up in the morning. I've got to set Scotty up on another job tomorrow. He's doing some skirtings and some flooring and stuff like that, and then me and Chris will get over here, just carrying on. Right, morning guys, what we on now? Tuesday morning. We've got a better day today, the sun's out a little bit. I'm a bit more confident in taking that back off, so I'm going to get the dormer sheets off. I'm going to felt and batten up the sides through the front, so we've got somewhere safe and solid to work off, and then we're going to hopefully try and wrap the dormer in the 12mm ply, get that nice and solid, and then that'll probably do us for today. I'm getting him up, but it's tea time now, so I feel like we'll get him up now. Nothing worse than carrying 5 balls up after a coffee. So Chris is felted, just temporary battened up this side, just so we've got a bit of access, we can work comfortably. We're going to wrap this dormer in the breather felt, and we're going to clear this off. I've gone up that other side. This is a prime example of doing it properly, makes your life a lot easier and it's quicker. Get some bolts, coach bolts, M12 bolts, just to support these floor joists onto these timbers, onto these upright. We don't have to, but obviously it's good practice to bolt everything like that, and bolt when it doubles together, make it nice and solid. So after tea we'll have bolt them up, do them up nice and tight, put the first sheet of ply on it, and then we can pull this up, and then it'll look all nice and covered up and nice and neat. Lovely. Morning guys, how we doing on this cold day? It is absolutely freezing. Cold coffees, hot coffees, that's the one. heat you up from the inside out. That keeps everyone going. And just baking the sandwiches. What we on Wednesday morning, soffit and fascias. So just been down and picked up everything that we need, and just going to get cracking really. We had to adapt the bottoms of these for the boxing in, so fairly straightforward. I've just cut the angle there, drawn a line down plumb. The angle of the roof is 46 degrees. Just a couple of fixings in, and then a batten to brace it, and that's all nice and solid now. So that'll all just follow suit, which is cushy. So we'll start with the soffits first. We've got some little pins to pin that on. I'm not going to use a J-trim on this one. I'll just pin it into these noggins. Be nice and easy. And then the fascia will just come through. I leave the fascia hanging down slightly. Saves cutting it down. And then we know, because sometimes if you try and measure these bang on, you've got to scribe it in, you end up with a little bit of a gap. So it's nice to get them a little bit longer than what you need. I leave them hanging down. You're never going to see it because there's no windows there. I'll show you that when I do it anyway. So let's get going. What's up guys, just stopped for lunch, 1 o'clock. It's a bit of a crazy one today. I lost a couple of hours this morning, well I lost a bit of time this morning picking up bits for Scott. I had to go to 2 different Howdens. Then I was geared up getting everything ready for mine, soffit and fascias, and I got the wrong size, so I was all geared up to do this. Oh guys, this battery mate, I swear to God, these lithium, because it's cold, GoPro and it sort it out, come out with a little fleecy jacket for them or something. 58% battery and it keeps cutting out. I have to put it in my battery down my pants, warm it up. As I was saying, couldn't get on, so I've had to jump up here, which was a bit annoying because I weren't geared up for that. So I had to do a little bit of prep work on the corners for the noggins, cut the ends back because it's all sheet and that. It was fucking annoying, but yeah, it's all good. So cold deck, so I've got a vented soffit through the front. We'll leave a 50mm air gap and that'll flow through. We'll have our vents at the back. We're quite lucky on this one. We've got about 1 metre of pitch roof above it, so we'll put some tile vents in, and that'll be ample cross ventilation. That'll be fine. Keep the building inspector happy. No cold spots, no condensation, and no massive fascia. So we just kept it tight on this side. 100mm soffit, and then on the front we've got 150. And that's it really. I'm going to pull the sheet over. That'll do us for today. Pick up the bits for tomorrow, and then we'll crack on. Right, what's happening guys? So just clean the old screen. We're over Billericay on the old loft conversion job. It is so awkward here. Just that height of it, height of that gable. The scaffolders have let me down again. They're supposed to be here today, and they haven't turned up, so we've pretty much done all the hard work now on that. They are still due to come. I will get that on. It'll give me a hand when I'm doing this roof, running that Virgin. So soffit and fascias are all on. We had to shoot to Ramsden and sort a few bits out. Oh fucking hell, look. Got some stud walls going up inside, so that basically opens up all the felt and battening. Now I can get my undercloak in, take these battens off, get all these fixed, start soaking up the sides. So I'll probably hit that front tomorrow, get that dry cut in on that verge, get that other Velux in, and that'll finish that front off then. Client will be happy with that. Getting all that in, and as you pull up then it will look like it's complete. And then Monday do the same on the back, do the cuts up the sides of the dormers, get that soaked in, that's ready for render. Probably Tuesday at the flat roof, getting tiles, so probably Wednesday next week we'll be looking to be up tight. Morning guys, how are we doing? What's happening? So it's Friday, it's another cold one. I think this is us now for the next few months, which is annoying. So I've got a couple of jobs that are heavily relying on the render to get finished. So it's frustrating me. I can imagine it's frustrating the client. I want to get it ticked off the list, but it's not possible. You cannot do silicon render under 5 degrees. It just won't take, and you'll end up redoing it. So it's not worth the risk, really. Me and Chris are over the loft conversion Billericay job, just coming through, setting the undercloak. What I did yesterday, sorry, there's a bit of shit on the lens. Hold on. That's better. What I've done yesterday, I had a piece of batten and I used it as a staff. I lined it up with the tiles and I marked it every 3 tiles to I had about 5 blocks of 3 on it. So I basically had 15 tiles on a batten, and I offered it up against that one, and I'll see where it landed this end. And I just done some checks all the way up to see whether it was possible to get a full tile and a half on this cloak, because you can manipulate it 10-15 mil. But if you look at the state of them tiles, they're all over the gaff. By the time I've fucked around, pulled them back to my lines, I may as well have just run it in at 30 mil and then cut them all. So right, we're just this Velux is in. Happy days. Couldn't get the setting out to get a full tile, which is a bit of a ball ache because they're all over the gaff. They're not in a straight line. By the time I spent a couple of hours trying to get it in line, it's quicker just to cut all these in. I know it's 60 cuts or whatever, but when you're back marking it, you've got one up there back marking it and one cutting it. We've only been on it about 20 minutes and we're sort of nearly halfway up there now. So what Chris is doing, he's just putting the tile on first, overlapping it flush on this side where we want it, and then scribing it down with a nail, and I'm cutting it, and then you swap them round, and then happy days. So I'll leave you rolling. We'll do a couple so you can see what I mean. Going up there lovely. Right, what's up guys? We're pretty much done, just wrapped up. We've had a tidy Friday. I'll give you a quick swoop round, just show you how we got on. Them tiles are wet, that's why they look a different colour to these. They are the same once that they've been covered over, so that's why they look like that. So that verge is sort of cut in, dry run. Velux wind is in. Nothing's really changed on the backs. Obviously we had the soft fit in the faces done, didn't we, before? Top one's all in, ready for the flat roof. And check out this nice little space. Well, nice big space. The customer's sacrificing half of a bedroom downstairs in order to get this in, but so inside we've got the rafters all in, stud work's all done, floor joists are in, so carcassing's there, steels are in. We're now ready for electrics and plumbing. There's a few little bits we need to finish off. We've got to get some bolts in on these doubles and get the rest of these hangers on. But apart from that, and we got the ensuite walls up as well, change the layout a little bit in there, because the customer wants to have a walk-in wardrobe or an open wardrobe here. So that completes the week from us. Hope you enjoyed watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.